Okay, this is book one of Serpent Box. Book one. The chapter is called The Tyburn Tree. It is still that part of the morning before the mist does rise, in the time of ochre and amber, and blue light that glows at the edges of things. Golden comes the sun through the ground clouds like a Bible picture, where the Lord seeks to show himself at last to the prophet, to the people who cannot see, who will not see. But he does. The boy does. Where the sunlight meets this earth, where the mist rises and falls back upon itself, where those fine droplets of water are blue in the transition, the boy sees and knows more than he should about these simple proofs of life, lived and life lost, and lives lost, and signs that come to warn and comfort the miserable and the damned, the doomed creatures that we are, that we've become. And then there's the way he sees himself, not like others sees him. Others see him. He has hope yet for himself and for our kind in general. And it's not right what some say. He's not unholy. We are not doomed. He knows this is pure truth. His faith in all that is good and right is strong, though it does waver. Jacob Flint, a boy of 9 summers, a boy of oddly shaped bones, whose large left eye seems to swirl in the socket of a head that at a distance appears to have been carved from a rough potato. It has that same organic subterranean quality that earned him such names as Spud and Toad and Newt and Hog. There is no end to what he resembles from the very earth from which he sprang. He stands alone now against a sycamore tree that is as small and crooked as himself, in the far corner of the play yard at the Toe Hill School in Leatherwood, watching the mist swirl above the ankles of the other boys, whose recent scorn has cast him again to the outskirts of the field. Here the boys pay him no mind. They fight playfully among themselves over a handmade ball, and thus pay him no mind. For the moment, he is invisible. The ball is made of a rich brown hide stuffed with straw and sewed together with sinew. It wobbles in the air and careens off their fingertips. It flies off in his direction, vanishing beneath the mist and rolling unseen to his feet. They turn. Suddenly, he is no longer the invisible boy. He was at one moment part of the tree, part of the mist. Jacob Flint, part of the earth, part of the stone. A shard of ancient rock, a crude thing hammered out with the slow and deliberate chipping motion of a human hand. The jagged sun of dust and chert. And now the eyes of the boys are upon him. They watch to see what he will do, if he will stand or if he will run. But they're not the only ones, boys. They're waiting, watching to see what he might do. His sister is in the tire swing, spinning slow, holding the rope in both hands, and leaning up over the top of the tire to see if her little brother will stand or run. Magdalena Flint can lick them all together if need be. She can swoop in like a hawk and save him the way she's done, and the way she wants to now. It's been hard for her to keep her oath to him, to keep her distance, to let him fend for himself. A man must fend for himself, but he will not have her protect him anymore. Tomorrow he will be a boy of 10 summers, and perhaps soon a man of 1, if what his daddy says is true, that manhood is not something you do, but something that is done to you. It could happen, so maybe it will come. It could come anytime. 10 is so close. It could come. It could come now if he stands and does not run. A man must fend.